Bobby soon took the money and run. Go on, take 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 the money and run. Billy Mack is a detective down in Texas.
Okay, really? Really? This thing is flapping in the wind. It came flapping in the wind, as flat as a pancake. You can see right here, it's as flat as a pancake. Really? That's how it came in my mail. Yes, Rainbow. You are upset too, aren't you? This is ridiculous. Even my Rainbow agrees. With a little piece of tape also flapping in the wind, if you can see that. And I was so excited to get my Ipsy bag because I look forward to this every month. I really, really do. It's kind of like having a Christmas present every month. And it's such a pretty, what do you call this? Magenta package, glistening package full of delight and surprises. You know what I did also? I purposely, this time around, just like a pregnant family, a pregnant woman, some of them don't want to know the gender of their babies because they want to be completely surprised upon birth. That's exactly the way I wanted to be surprised upon the birth and delivery of my package in the mail. And so yesterday I went downstairs to get my package in the mail, and all very excited because I waited with bated breath. And on top of that, I didn't watch any YouTube videos on the April Ipsy bag because I didn't want to know what was in my bag. And also I didn't because I didn't want to know what was in my bag, and also I didn't go online to Ipsy for anything because I didn't want them to give away what's in my bag. I wanted to have no idea, absolutely none. I know everybody gets slightly different stuff, but I still didn't want to have a clue because I wanted to be surprised, and I wanted to enjoy my surprise and then be able to maybe relate it to you guys if I felt like it. And so I went downstairs with bated breath yesterday to my very locked down mailbox. Nobody can get into that mailbox, believe me. I put my key in there, opened the door, and would you know it, my beautiful, glistening, full of promise Ipsy bag was in the mailbox. And I started to reach for it and realized, wait a second, why is that flapping in the wind? Why is it flapping in the wind? Why is there this weird little scotch tape flapping? And when I pulled it out, I realized it's as flat as a pancake. Not even an indentation that there was anything in my little envelope. And not a glisten. Look here. There wasn't a glisten, there wasn't a piece of a powder, there wasn't any sparkles, not a sparkle was left behind, not a postcard, not a promotion, nothing was in that Ipsy bag. It was as empty as Jesus' grave when he rose from the dead for us. So, and that's how I got my Ipsy bag. So, you can imagine how upset I was and how disappointed. I nearly cried. So anyway, whoever has this, I have no idea who took the contents of my Ipsy bag. I mean, who knows? It could be anything. It could be somebody stole it. It could be somebody stole it on delivery, which is a federal offense. It could be that somehow it didn't get sealed right, or the seal just kind of loosened. It was sealed right, but it loosened somehow. It was just kind of mismanaged, and you know, the package, the contents fell out. That is a possibility. So there's many possibilities, but if it so happened to be somebody human who did this, all I can say in ode to Too Faced Sweet Peaches palette that I didn't get my little hands on, well actually my hands are kind of big, that I didn't get my big hands on, bless her heart. And I mean that, bless her heart, because I know in the South they actually use her heart as a kind of negative thing, but I actually mean it. Bless her heart. May the Lord hold her close to his heart and just pour such love in her heart that all that green envy from bless her heart, all that green envy gets washed away through all his wonderful love in her heart, and so that she will never do it again. Because I want my Ipsy bag. I really, really want my Ipsy bag, and I want it to be full of all the possibilities, the promise of wonderful possibilities of makeup and skincare. So with that said, I have no idea whether it was somebody who was green with envy, but anyway, bless her heart, and may she never do it again. And actually, thank goodness Ipsy saved the day, because Ipsy Care came through for me. Right away, you know, the story wasn't all lost. I called Ipsy on the phone when I got back home because I wasn't going to let this one go, not so soon. And so I called Ipsy right away and then found out, oops, no, I have to use Ipsy Care. So I emailed Ipsy Care right away, told them everything, and told them that I was so disappointed in their wonderful bag, you know, that I didn't get my awesome bag because it was flat as a pancake. I laughed. So anyway, but so they did an awesome thing. They answered me right away, like within an hour they answered me. And this wonderful woman answered and said, no worries, all is not lost. We have put in another order for your April Ipsy bag, and within 3 to 7 days you will get a confirmation email saying that it has been mailed out, and you'll get the tracking number and everything. So, and I answered back and said, thank you so much, Ipsy, you guys are awesome. And then she answered back, and we just had a nice little love fest answering each other back. So Ipsy Care is amazing, and they came through for me. They came through right away. They're kind, they're caring, they're right there for you. Even though you don't get a voice, their email service, customer care service works beautifully. So I am going to be looking forward to my April Ipsy bag. So I'm very happy, and I'll let you know when I get it, and that my hopes and dreams of my full Ipsy bag is going to be fulfilled. And if it happens again, somebody's going to have to pay, and it's not Ipsy. Then I know somebody who's really tampering with my Ipsy bag big time, and watch out. So anyway, so that's it with that story. And so that was this misadventure. And I had another misadventure this week, because on Sunday, my computer nearly blew up. In fact, it nearly like caught on fire, and now I can't make all my, like, I was planning on doing another fancy video with all the editing, so this will not be edited very well. Yes. I was working on my computer, and I noticed for the past, maybe a month or so, almost 2 months, every time I walked through my living room, I would notice a kind of a mild, faint burning smell. And I thought, well, my computer's close to my TV, so I had assumed maybe it's my TV. You know, TVs are big, they're kind of hot. So I'd keep on going to my TV and I'd smell nothing. So I thought, well, that's kind of odd, but I thought maybe it's my imagination because it was just so faint. And then it culminated on Sunday. I was working. In fact, what I was trying to do was update my YouTube banner and make it a little more professional looking and everything, and I almost got it done, but I didn't use the template properly, and it wouldn't go through. And wouldn't you know it, at that critical moment, I noticed that something was smelling like it was burning, like literally like I was smelling burning. And I thought, what the heck is that? And so I got up and of course went to the TV that's just like 2 steps away and realized it's not the TV that's burning. So I thought, well, what else could it be? And then I realized, wait a second, I went up to my computer and realized I'm standing over my computer. It's the computer burning. It's like I can smell the computer smelling like it's burning, and I touched the side of the back of it and realized it was really, really hot, and I said, oh Lord have mercy, we're gonna have to, you know, turn this thing off. So I turned it off, and then what happened next was I just thought, okay, my goodness, I better like run to my phone and just find out what else I need to do, like, because I don't want this thing combusting in my apartment. I have 3 beautiful cats, I've got neighbors, and I've got neighbors with animals, and this thing just can't combust. And so I looked up online, they said unplug it right away, and so I did that. I made sure it was unplugged, and so and I wasn't about to turn it back on again until I got it fixed. But you know, during that time I'm thinking, oh my god, it's still hot, it's still hot. Like, what if it really does like catch on fire even though I've unplugged it? What do I do? Like, I gotta get it out of this apartment, I gotta get it out of this building. Do I wear oven mitts and take the computer and throw it over my balcony? Do I run into the hallway and take the fire extinguisher and like spray it all over the fire, all over my computer, and my cats are there and I don't want them licking this foam? Like, I was like, oh my god, like, how do I get this computer out of here? And then if it's like if it's burning and it's the computer, it's electric. So like, you don't really want to touch an electrical fire, and you don't want to put water on the electrical fire because you can get electrocuted. So it was all these complications that I'm trying to think of, and it's like, I was really scared. So anyway, I got that, I did the right thing, and then eventually I was able to calm myself down, and check the computer after an hour to see whether the heat from the back was kind of lowering, and it was. And within about 2 hours, I didn't feel the computer was cool. So thank goodness for that. And then I made sure to unplug everything from the computer so that there's nothing going into the computer either, which is is also quite important. And then I called the repair, and they said, don't you dare turn on that computer again. It's super dangerous. You can actually, you know, there is a possibility. Number one, you know, you can more damage your computer by having it on, and it has that burning smell. You can be damaging it more. Number two, it's super dangerous, and you just really cannot be doing that. It's very, very dangerous, and it's very dangerous to the lives around you, and you just do not want it combusting in your home. So with that said, I'm hopefully going to be able to bring it in for repair, and I hope that it will be repairable, and that because it was still working when I was working on it, so I'm hoping that it's salvageable. It's an amazing computer, and it's not that old. It's an iMac 27-inch, so I am hoping, and it's at 2011, so it's not an old computer, so it's not vintage, so I'm hoping that it will be salvageable and I will not have to buy another computer. With that said, I'm not going to be able to do any of my fun little editing and learn more editing, so I may not even be able to get a really cool thumbnail out of it, so so this one's a quickie, and maybe I have to learn how to do more quickie YouTube videos. So anyway, these are my misadventures. And so it was a very interesting week of misadventures, and on top of that, my little kitties all being kind of sick at the same time. So that was a bit of a challenge, and one of them has a bit of a health challenge. So it's been a very interesting couple of weeks, and this really kind of culminated into a lot of big time, well, this is a minor misadventure really in the scope of things, and my computer is a bigger misadventure, and my precious kitty Rainbow is the biggest one of all, because she's my precious little girl and my precious fur girl. So and some taking really good care of her. I have to give her sub-Q fluids because she has renal disease, stage 3 now. So so she's my precious little one, and I'm trying to spend a lot of time with her. So with that said, and of course with my health challenges too. So that's what you know, and so with that, you know, life comes with a lot of challenges, and sometimes there's a lot to overcome, and sometimes you can coast for a while and then get hit with one bomb, or you can get hit with a heck of a lot of bombs all at the same time. So, and when you do, you know, God is there with you, and as Joel Osteen says, you know, we are overcomers, and God built us to overcome, and He has rewards, and He's there to help us, and He has rewards for us when we, you know, as He helps us to overcome each challenge, and if we have many. And one of the things that God helps us to do is thrive, and thriving means, actually it means accomplishing or achieving or planning a goal despite your circumstances. And I'm trying, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to accomplish goals and achieving despite my circumstances, whatever circumstances you're in. And that's what successful people do. And God calls every one of us. He has success written in our genes. And this is what He wants us to be, an overcomer, and successful people will thrive, choose to thrive despite their circumstances. So this is what I'm trying to do despite these crazy circumstances and challenging circumstances, and just keep on going and keep on glowing and looking forward, forgetting the past and moving forward with our lives despite challenges and disappointments and things like that. So we're all like called to do that, and it's really helpful when we can try and forget the past and start again. And Paul says that, and I believe it's Philippians, where he says, this one thing I do is forget the past and look forward to what Christ has in store for us ahead of us, and to forget our, you know, let the baggage be, you know, put down and move forward, you know, with the goals and plans that God has for us, because God is a God of second chances, third chances, fourth chances. He always got a wonderful plan for each one of us, and He always wants us to thrive, and He calls us to be successful and to keep on moving forward with Him, with all the wonderful things He has for us. So I'm trying to thrive, and I'm trying to keep on going and keep on glowing, and I hope you guys are too. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. You can subscribe down below, or there's a fancy little kind of cute little logo picture of me over on that side here. I believe it's that side over here. And if you click on that, I think on a computer or a laptop, you can subscribe that way too. So there's many ways, easy ways to subscribe, and do subscribe because you can keep up with all my latest YouTube videos. Let me know what misadventures you've had lately, and what you've had to kind of overcome, and what you've been had to overcome and move forward with, you know. And so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next installment, and keep on going and keep on glowing. I wanted to show my sweet rainbow. So this is Rainbows. I call her Missy Rainbow sometimes. I call her DT. She's gorgeous rainbow. Show yourself proud, girl. Show yourself proud. She's gorgeous. Oh, Rainbow's heavy because she's like almost like a Maine Coon. Come on, Bobo. Come on, gorgeous girl. There you go. There you go. Okay, so that is Rainbow, my gorgeous Rainbow. Okay, Bobo. There we go. Yeah? Yeah, you ought to be. Rainbow ought to be in pictures. Yes, she ought to be in pictures. So that's my Rainbow. She's gorgeous. She's a well, I believe she's a Maine Coon. She may be a Maine Coon because I got her as a rescue kitten, and she seems to have all the markings of a Maine Coon, and she's structurally huge like a coon, but not quite as huge because they are huge. But she is one big cat, and not just like big, rotund. She's big in structure, and she's got that beautiful ruff, she's got the beautiful fur, and she's quite Maine Coony, and she loves to chatter and talk, and so we can have great conversations together, which is a lot of fun. Sometimes I think she knows she's telling me off, and sometimes she blesses me when I sneeze. Well, she does that a lot, actually. Every time anybody sneezes, she does a little bless you. And then when you laugh, I'm like, okay, Rainbow, let's get in the game and we'll all laugh together. So that's my sweetie pie, Rainbow. And I hope I can have a little bit more time with her before that she goes to, you know, to heaven and see her grandpa. So anyway, my precious Rainbow, love her to bitsies. So talk to you soon. And then next time maybe you'll see Emerald. Actually, you did see Emerald in another video. And one day we're gonna have a little talk about that picture up there, because that has a story behind it. I didn't commission it, actually. My cousin commissioned it for me, and it has a big story behind it because it was like a bucket list that I didn't even know I had. And so it was a surprise, and it was pretty amazing. So never thought I'd ever have anything like a portrait. I thought only, what are they called again? Those rich gentry people, aristocrats. I thought only aristocrats have that, and us plebeians, you know, really. But here we go. There's mine. So what do you know? Sometimes dreams that you don't even have come true. So there you go. Talk to you soon.
Bobby Sue took the money and run. Go on, take the money and run.